It is August the 12th, 2026, and I'm just providing an update. I received an email yesterday from Melissa Kersey requesting that I send them some money. You will remember that a little while ago, I was told there was a meeting on July the 7th, I believe, to discuss my behavior. And on the morning of July 7th, I had still not received an invite to this meeting. And I reached out to members of provincial parliament and the union saying, hey, this meeting that you say you want me to go to, you kind of forgot to give me an invite to it, which is a pattern, because that's what they always do. Anyway, so apparently at this meeting, they decided that I was a bad boy. So again, this is Dale Hewitt. She's trying to decide how to punish me for my bad behavior. And part of the reason why she's punishing me is because I didn't attend the meeting. Again, it says the griever failing to attend the meeting, the one that I wasn't invited to. So because I didn't attend the meeting they didn't invite me to, they're telling me to give them $2,000. It's all a joke to these people. Reminding you for context, I used to work for the province of Ontario. I was being harassed by a manager named Rachel Cohen. I asked her to stop. And when I asked her to stop, she said something super racist. So I filed a grievance. And at the same time, I went to the WDHP and said, I'm going to file a grievance through them. And they tried to delete the evidence. I watched them do it multiple times. They told me they were not going to let the investigation move forward unless I altered reports and backdated them. And I said no. And as a result of refusing to alter government records and refusing to shut up about racism, I got fired. And they have been watching me for the last 4 years, sending me emails. And I keep telling them, I'm not responding to your fucking emails. Put it in paper. That's the whole thing. They refuse to put anything in writing because in their mind, if it's not on paper, it's not reality. These people are not well. Here is my counteroffer. I'm not paying you a fucking thing. All that you gave me was severance, which you are legally required to give me. You gave me $40,000 in damages because I dealt with racism. And if you want that money back, we're going to go to an actual court for that, one that you guys can't delete evidence with. Because, I've already caught you deleting evidence. I don't trust a thing you say, and I'm not listening to you because I can tell you're breaking the law. My counter argument is this. You can give me a written apology, hold a press conference where you express remorse for being so fucking racist, and then you give me $1 million in damages. If you do that, then I will stop talking about it. Otherwise, I will be using this in my campaign to run for office. Because I think there's a lot of people that are sick and tired of government corruption. There's a lot of people that are sick and tired of racism. And you have given me a lot to work with here because you are corrupt and racist. So that's my counteroffer. Ball's in your court. It's Wednesday, August the 12th, 2026. I got the letter yesterday from Melissa Kersey trying to charge me $2,000 for talking about racism online. And in the letter it says, if you have any questions, contact us. So I'm going to contact Melissa and I'm going to leave a message on her machine and I'm going to tell her what my question is and I want you to hear it. So here goes.
Hello, bonjour. You have reached the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services. Our office hours are 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Vous avez joint le ministère des Services à l'enfance, aux communautaires et aux services sociaux. Nos heures d'ouverture sont de 8h30 à 17h. To continue in English, please press 1. Pour poursuivre, Thank you for calling the Ministry of Children, Community, and Social Services. Our office is now closed. To leave a voicemail in the Ontario Disability Support Program GEMO mailbox, please press 1 now. We will do our best to return your call within 1 business. Please wait while your call is being transferred.
This is Joseph Murphy leaving a message for Melissa Kersey. Got a letter yesterday saying if I had any questions I should call you, so I'm calling. I'm wondering what it will take for you to stop being racist and leave me the fuck alone. I worked for the government. I work for you, Melissa. I got fired because I asked you to stop harassing me. I asked Rachel to stop harassing the black people in the office, and you fired me. And you've been harassing me for 4 years. So what I want to know is what will it take for you to fucking stop? Now, I'm going to run for office here in Tecumseh. I'm going to try to get on city council. And maybe then you will leave me the fuck alone. It is against the law to harass people because they are black. That's against the law. You can't fire them for that, but you did. And I'm going to keep talking about that because you're not allowed to do it. And if you want me to stop talking about it, then fix the fucking situation. Do something. Apologize. And then we move forward. But we're not going to stop racism by fining people who talk about it. Grow the fuck up. Now the thing is, that says it's Melissa's number, but it's not. This is the problem with the government, is that we are hiding behind phone numbers and digital shit. Is we think we can escape accountability because nobody can reach us. And we forget that we don't live in our phones. We live in the real world. And there are people that know you, Melissa. I don't have to harass you. This is the first time I've called you in years. But what I can do is say, if you know Melissa, ask her what the fuck she's doing. Why are you harassing black people in 2026? It's fucking gross. And it's also illegal. It's illegal to what this shit is happening is against the fucking charter. And it's happening all the time because no one's listening. So I'm going to try calling Andrew Dowie again, see if his number has been fixed. Because again, I've tried to get Andrew to help for years. It's literally his job is if you have any, if you're having difficulty with the government, you're supposed to call him. Oh, it's going through now. One second.
Hello, you've reached the office of MPP Andrew Dowie, Member of Provincial Parliament for Windsor, Tecumseh. Our office is currently unavailable to take your call. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message, and a member of our team will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up.
My name is Joseph Murphy. You know me, Andrew. I've left several messages. I am recording this so that the public can see that I've left several messages with you, because this is ridiculous, Andrew. I am a very public person. I've been asking for help for months, and you've done nothing. I'll say that differently. I've been asking for help for fucking years. Since 2023, I've been asking the leadership in Windsor and for help, and you've done nothing. I got a letter yesterday, Andrew. They're still harassing me. They're still monitoring my accounts, and now they want to charge me $2,000 for my Facebook account. You have a job to do, Andrew, and you're not doing it. And elections are coming. It's going to come up. I don't want to run for office, but it looks like it's the only thing I don't want to run for office, but the people currently in office aren't doing fuck all to protect me. So can you please, for the love of God, if not for love of me, just for the love of God and just Canada, can you maybe stand up and say, sorry, Joe, what's happening to you is wrong? That shouldn't be that hard. It's not a hard thing to ask for. I'm asking you for you to look at what is happening to me and say it's wrong. And if you can't do that, then you're sending a message that it's okay. So if you don't talk about racism, you're sending a message that it's okay for racism to happen. The number is 226. You know what? I'm not going to leave it on because I'm recording this. But you have my number. Call me. We need to fix this. Because we cannot bring investors to Windsor while the government is actively harassing black people for talking about racism. You can put all the shovels in the ground you want, but business won't come when that's happening. Call me. So I've hung up. I've left messages with Andrew for years. They're required as part of their job to respond. But when it comes to racism, everyone just acts like I don't exist. They just stick their heads in the ground and say, I don't want to deal with that, so it's not happening. But it is happening, and it keeps happening because people like Andrew do nothing to stop it. And people like Melissa, who pretend that they care about the black issue, are actively engaged in a system that is trying to destroy my life. That's what Melissa is trying to do. She's trying to destroy my life because I talked about racism and her bad behavior. And no. I live in Canada. I don't live in Russia. I don't live in North Korea. In Canada, it is against the law to harass black people. And you keep doing that, so I'm going to keep talking about it. Even if no one else comes up to support me, because I believe strongly that eventually people will stand up. And you are on the wrong side of history. I'm not the one that needs to change. Okay, I think that worked. I'm going to actually call a few more people. I'm going to call OPSEU. So OPSEU is currently in the news. You see JP Hornick everywhere saying it's worth fighting for, and we're going to stand up to Doug Ford and his corruption. So that's what JP Hornick does when the cameras are on. So I'm going to call OPSEU right now and leave a message again and see what happens.
Thank you for calling OPSEU. Pour le français, appuyez sur le 3. Our offices are currently closed. Please listen carefully since our extension numbers for head office and Region 5 have recently changed. You may contact the OPSEU regional office directly by calling their toll-free number. For the toll-free numbers of the regional office closest to you, please check the OPSEU website or dial 1 to listen to a list of the regional offices. If you are not an OPSEU member and want to inquire about joining OPSEU, please contact our organizing unit by dialing extension 7400. If you know the extension you wish to reach, please dial it now on your touch-tone phone. To dial by name, press 9. To leave a message in the enter the first name of the person you are calling, followed by the last name. Use the telephone keypad to spell the name. Press pound. I will ring extension 3101. Please hold. Please leave your name and a message. You may start your message now. Press 0 to return to the attendant.
This is a message for JP Hornick. It's Joseph Murphy calling again. I got another letter from Melissa Kersey. They are still monitoring my account. They are still harassing me. And it has been 4 years. Reminding you, JP, in 2022, I went to you and said, it looks like Doug is firing black people and deleting evidence of it. And you did fucking nothing, JP. You sat there, and watched it happen to me. and did nothing. But I see you in the news all the time saying that, you're willing to fight Doug Ford because it's worth fighting for. And I'm reminding you again, JP, all you have to do to force Doug out of office is tell the truth. Hold the press conference that you should have held in 2022. Say, hey, look at what's happening to Joe Murphy. That's bad. Someone should look into this. I mean, that someone is you, JP. You should look into this because you can solve it. One news conference and Doug Ford is removed from office. But instead, I got another letter telling me to shut up about racism. I'm not going to, JP. I'm not going to stop talking about the fact that your union, OPSEU, does not protect black workers at all. And if it did, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So if you want the problem to stop, it's on you, JP. Stand up, ask Doug Ford why he is removing black people from the civil service, while also, at the same time, protecting child abusers. Ask that question, and Doug Ford will be removed from office. You need to stop this bullshit, JP, and grow the fuck up. Sorry, I let my anger get to me at the second, but it's been 4 years of leaving messages. 4 years of getting JP to say, hey, can you look into this? Now that's disappointing, but it's not as disappointing as Lisa Gretzky. So I'm going to try calling her number again. Again, Lisa Gretzky was the officiant at my first wedding. Before she got into Parliament, I thought that she was a good, solid leader. And I have called, I have emailed.
Oh, you have reached the office of Lisa Gretzky, MPP for Windsor West. Our office is currently closed. We are open to the public Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. Our office is closed to the public on Wednesdays to process casework. However, we are available by phone or email. For all media requests, please contact media at ndp.on.ca. Office closure alert. Please note our office will be closed for the holidays from Monday, December 22nd, 2025, and will reopen Monday, January 5th, 2026. Please press 0 to leave a detailed message with your phone number. Hello, you've reached the office of MPP Lisa Gretzky for Windsor West. Unfortunately, we're unable to get to the phone right now, but if you please leave your name, your telephone number, address, and a brief message, someone will return your call. Have a wonderful day. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
It's Joseph Murphy leaving another message, letting you know I am recording this on video so that the public is aware I have left this message, because this is getting ridiculous, Lisa. You know that Doug Ford is removing black people from the civil service. I was the third removed from one office in Windsor, and you have known since 2022, and you've done nothing about that. I've watched you in the news in the last few months talk about how Doug Ford is a problem and he has to be removed. You walk around with JP Hornick saying we have to do something. Well, you could, Lisa. One thing, you and JP could stand side by side and say, hey, Doug, this guy here, Joe Murphy, thinks something's happening. And based on the evidence, it looks like he's onto something. We should investigate. I've been trying to get you to do that since 2022, so for 4 years. And if you had done it last time, Lisa, you know that Doug would not have won the last election. It is time for everyone to put on their big adult pants and have the difficult conversation. Doug Ford is breaking the charter and forcing black people out of the civil service. He is paying people to harass me and monitor my social media. And you know, and you've known for years, and you've stayed silent about it. Now maybe if you just watch the video and you can see the expression on my face while I'm talking to you, Lisa, it might help you realize everything that is wrong with Ontario right now can be solved with one press conference. Because I promise you, the people of Ontario will respond to Doug Ford breaking the charter and not protecting black people at all. It's just going to make you look bad too, because you sat on it for so long. So, get past your ego and remember why you're in that seat. You're in that seat to make change, and you can make change with one press conference. So what are you waiting for? Hung up? I've left messages for years, and everyone just ignores it. And this is why things don't get fixed. They're just sticking their heads in the ground and hoping problems go away. I have been so conditioned to not be angry that even now I'm thinking, are you really angry at Nicola? Yeah, Nicola, I am. I'm really angry with you. Because, like, 1 week you're telling me that you see me as a future leader and that you want me to be in charge of TOPS Windsor. Like, you and Adam chose me. You chose me to be leader of the organization that was going to help people train future leaders. And then you let me get fired because I spoke out about racism. So, you thought I was a valuable person. You thought I was a good person, but not good enough to actually help. Not good enough to help. Like, what did I do that was so bad except expose that the government was lying about its commitment to protect black workers? And I realize that if every black worker in the province of Ontario actually spoke out about what it's actually like to work in the province of Ontario, maybe the system would collapse. Like, if people actually spoke out and stood up and said enough, the system would collapse. So to prevent that, anytime a person speaks up, the system tries to destroy them. Stomp down really hard. And I realize this is the tactic they use. Like, if someone speaks out and shows individuality, and they might break the system, kill them. That's what they tried to do. I mean, like, they left me suicidal, threatening me with police, like sending the police after a black man. It felt like a death threat. Especially in the last couple of years, you motherfuckers. You assault me. And when I speak out about it, I respond to your assault and you go after me again. And all the other black people watch it happen. All the allies watch it happen, thinking, no one else is going to do anything? Well, if no one else is going to do anything, I guess I won't. No, that's the wrong feedback. If no one else is doing something, that means you're supposed to. That's why I did it. No one else was stepping up. Everyone was like, yes, Rachel is harassing us, but there's nothing we can do. I'm like, yeah, there is. We work for the province of Ontario. We're in a fucking union. We shouldn't have to deal with this level of fucking harassment. It never, ever would have been allowed in a private organization. No, it would never, ever be allowed in a private organization because of the risk of liability. They would have stopped that a long time ago. But the province believes it's so big and powerful that it will just make the problem go away by ignoring it. I think they have misread the room, and they've definitely misread me. I'm sorry I let them believe that I was a coward for as long as I did, because obviously they thought I was, like the rest of them. And that's really, I'm calling people out on being a coward. You can deal with that. There's a lot of people in that office, a lot of people that I thought I had a good relationship with, that I was friendly with, that I believed respected me. I had my poker buddies that were fake friends, because none of them helped me or supported me at all. And not even about the work situation. Like, I had one guy say, like, I'm sorry you got divorced. And that was the level of support that he gave. So they were all fake friends. But that's fine. Again, it's work friends. I believe people there respected me. And yet, no one had my back. Everyone decided that they cared about their own jobs more than what was happening to me. You know what? Okay, fine. That's not how unions work, though. That's not how unions work. Unions work by coming together. So, like, because when they come after one person and you let it happen, well, when they come for you, fuck off. It's fucking stupid. I'm thinking about these people that, you know, I've met their children multiple times. They've seen what I've gone through. They saw what was done to me, and they all chose silence. They've decided to, like, buy whatever narrative the company, I don't know, maybe they've just been, I don't even know what they've been told, that have just gone crazy. Is that what it is? That one day Joseph just went nuts. No, that is not what happened at all. What happened was, I spoke out about racism, I got fired for that, and then I had a bit of a breakdown because I got fired for speaking about racism in a unionized environment, which shouldn't fucking happen. And because at the same time my husband told me that he was just lying about being in love with me and was just doing it because he didn't want to hurt my feelings. So yeah, my brain broke a little bit. But there's a woman in that office who believes that she's abducted by fucking aliens. She does. There's a woman in that office that hears voices regularly. She might be considered actually insane. And I say that with love, because I also believe that I was maybe abducted by aliens, but not to that level. And you all know who I'm talking about. That's allowed, but speaking about racism is not. John, that works there, has told people to jump off a fucking bridge and slit their wrists. Bruce, that works there, has told people to fuck off. Tracy slept with a client and a caseworker. That's fine. But speak about racism, destroy your life. It's ridiculous. And maybe one day we'll be able to laugh about it. I'm hoping I'll be able to laugh about it one day, because the joke will be on you eventually. That's what I'm realizing is, yeah, I lost that battle, but I'm going to win this war. I lost the battle, I won the war, because I'm coming out of this very different and a much better version of myself than I went going in. Because unlike other people, when I was faced with something scary, I found my courage, and I did what I needed to do. Everyone else ran away. How long are you going to keep running away? And where are you going to run to? It's time to stop being cowards and actually do something. Hypocrisy. That's the word of the day. Hypocrisy. If you want to know what it looks like, I suggest you turn to the NDP today. Turn to NDP leadership, and specifically Lisa Gretzky, and ask her about hypocrisy. Now, what am I talking about? My name is Joseph Murphy. I'm a writer, I'm a novelist. I'm currently a writer-director working on a horror movie. And until recently, I worked for the province of Ontario in Canada. I was harassed because of the color of my skin. And I watched as 2 black people before me disappeared from a unionized environment. Just disappeared. No one knew what happened to them, and no one talked about it. And then I became the 3rd. All of it was well documented, and everyone said, we see that it's happening and we're doing nothing to fix it. My union didn't help me. So here's what I did, as I reached out to the NDP. I reached out to the NDP thinking, hey, can you guys please help me? Now, you might be thinking that's arrogant. Like, why would the NDP help you? What's so special about you, Joseph Murphy, that the NDP would take time out of their day to help you? Now, first off, that's not how government works. You don't have to be special for government to work for you. You just have to be here. You have to be a human being. Well, currently you have to be a human being. Sorry, aliens. But if you are a human being and you live here, they're supposed to help you. But I had ins, actually. I had extra things. For example, I actually canvassed for Gemma Gray Hall in the last election. Meaning I went door to door, knocking on doors, trying to get Gemma Gray Hall elected. I thought that might get me a little bit of time. Lisa Gretzky was the officiant at my wedding. She was the person that married me and my ex-husband. Lisa Gretzky and I have had conversations, and she still did nothing to help me. Now, again, I am trying to keep my ego in check. I know there's a lot going on in the world. So when Lisa Gretzky and the NDP didn't help me, I tried not to take it personally. I really did. I let it go. I kept reaching out saying, hey, can you guys please, I'm really begging you, can you please help me? Nothing. Until yesterday. The timing was, they reached out to me yesterday to say, we know about your situation and we are deciding not to help. Sorry, Joe. We know we can't do anything about it. That happened yesterday. And again, I didn't jump on here yesterday to talk about it. I'm on here today because I'm watching what they're doing to Doug Ford right now, and it's laughable. It's laughable. For them to be looking at Doug Ford saying, what did you know and what did you not know? The day after they told me, yes, Joseph, we know about your situation and we're choosing not to do anything about it. So the NDP has evidence, to be clear. The NDP has all of the evidence that there is systemic racism happening inside the Ontario Public Service right now. They have that evidence. They've seen the videos, they've seen the emails, they've seen the filings with the Labor Relations Board. They've seen all of that. They've seen that Black people's lives are being damaged on a daily basis. And they said, not in my backyard, sorry, no. This is the party that is supposed to be focused on the working class, right? So this is a message then to Lisa Gretzky and every single person that wants to run as an NDP. If you want the vote of the common person, you have to grow up and act like an adult. Fix problems. There's lots of the problems in the world. There's lots and lots of problems in the world right now. I'm an easy problem to fix. Everyone involved in my case knows that they screwed up. Every single person involved knows that they screwed up and fired me incorrectly. Because they've seen the evidence. And you are still, in my case, deciding, nope. The NDP could have ended systemic racism in Ontario last year. They chose not to. So maybe we should not be focused so much on Doug Ford and the Greenbelt, and I know that it's really an important issue for people in Toronto, but Ontario is bigger than Toronto. And there are bigger issues than the Greenbelt. And the NDP could have fixed it and chose not to. Hypocrisy.